And hello, everybody, hello, and welcome to We Synced It.
I synced it.
Yes, it is a weekly podcast that focuses on movies, TV, and the entertainment in between. I am one of your hosts, Pat.
And this is Kev.
And how is everybody doing today?
And we're back.
Yes, we're back after our 2-week hiatus. How you doing, Kevin, man? What's going on? What's good with you, bruh?
I'm good, man. I'm excited about, we got some cool videos coming up for the audience soon. We got some archery lessons coming up.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Today we may or may not try a rage room.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I think it's a form of therapy to just break shit that doesn't belong to you. Also, it's also a form of vandalism as well.
We got lots of things to talk about today. Let's see. First up on the docket, we have What We Do in the Shadows new season release on September 2nd. The trailer just dropped.
Yes, just dropped this week. And I mean, it's the same thing, man. If you enjoyed season 1 and season 2, you're definitely going to enjoy season 3 because just based off of the trailer alone and the teaser, it looks like the same stuff, man. And I'm fucking enjoying it. The thing that really got me in the trailer was, I forgot the guy's name, the guy with the glasses who's like a emotional vampire. He caught on fire and he just started running. He said, I'm fine. He said, no, I'm fine. But he was still on fire as he was doing all this shit.
But it looks like the show's pivoting because it looks like now they're the ones in charge of like the vampire realm, because I guess all the other vampires died.
Yeah.
So now they're moving from the house to
that big ass it was not a mansion, it was the sewer.
Yeah.
It was the sewer area. Which is it's funny, man. It's like, people who are not usually in charge are being given the helm because they don't have anybody to be in charge of right now, which is a funny topic, which is a funny way of having the show, but I think they're gonna lose it. They have to lose it. Like, they can't be on top.
Yeah,
or maybe all the vampires are just gonna leave New York, which would be funny as well. just because they're on top, they're gonna be in charge of the East Coast.
I wonder if at any point they leave New York. Like, what if they move to LA or something? Or what if all the vampires move to LA and then they gotta follow them? And,
my god, man, that'll be fucking hilarious too.
But
just the vibe of LA from people who like from New York to LA seems like it's a common move, but it seemed like people who move to LA from New York don't really like LA people.
Yeah,
that's what it seems. So I think that that's the comedy aspect of it. I'm not sure if the writers are looking at our podcast right now, but you're welcome if you are. You saw Dave, and you said that it was like the season was.
They took it up to another level. So it's like, in the first couple, in the beginning of the show, in like the first season, you see his struggle of just trying to get his material out there. His material is out there, and he realizes like, oh shit, but I gotta keep working at this though. Like, those initial songs are already played out. I gotta write an album now. Like, I've never done that before, and like.
Shit.
And so now he's realizing like, no, there is work behind this. It's not all glamour. Like, there does have to be work behind it. So now he's experiencing that. He wants to be the next Kanye. He wants to be the next Childish Gambino. Like, he wants to do something groundbreaking, and like it's like he keeps facing these obstacles, but then at the end he finds out like, yo, the one obstacle is him. Like, he's holding himself back, So it's really good. It's getting really good. The cinematography is on another level.
Yeah.
This last episode, he did his MTV VMA performance, and the way they shot it reminded me of like that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when Mac finally comes out to his father, and you saw how it turned into like this beautiful ballet.
Yeah.
Like, it was like on that level. Like his VMA performance, like it just gets like crazy, and like the cinematography is just like, you could tell they hired another crew just for that one scene. Like, that wasn't the same cinematography.
This is where we get our nut. This is where we put all the money into this one scene. Everything else, we gotta wash that away. This right here, this is where our moneymaker comes at. This is our Emmy. Yeah. This is where we get the Emmy for.
And like one of the topics that has been evident on Dave that I think is something that not a lot of people like to talk about is that So Dave understands like, oh, you got to do what you got to do to really get out there. But what he's getting confused in is that he's fucking over his own friends, you know, and those friends, like he's got friends that are like shooting videos for him that are helping him out like for free, and he's using like them poorly. And like, so throughout the season, he's learning like, oh shit, dude, I'm fucking up. Like, I'm fucking over the wrong people that have been there for me since day one. That, you know, and he's learning through all that. And it really is like a smart emotional show, like that shows you like, yo, don't fuck over the people that have been there since day one. Like, it's all because one thing I think everyone can agree on, like, perspective is everything, right? Like, your perspective of it, it's true in your mind, so that's what you believe. It's true in my mind. This is what I believe. Like, and I think these shows, all types of shows, comedy, drama, they've all gotten more deeper as time passed, because I think people are becoming more open-minded as time passes.
Yeah.
You know, I think of like the old dramatic soap operas from like the 70s, like what or the 80s, like Dallas.
With the Wind? Oh.
Like Dallas, like remember that show that was like the biggest deal in the world, but it was like, but when you watch it, it's like the stuff that they're covering really isn't, you know. And I think as time passes, people become more open-minded, and it's like it becomes more psychological. Like people realize
people
like,
are asking the real questions of like
how humans tick. Like, what really drives us?
Like, I mean, we were talking about this earlier on the podcast about like, I'm not really a fan of how, you know, they're basically turning our villains into people who are like, they're turning our villains into people. Like Cruella de Vil, they're turning these people into, like, they're turning these villains into actual people, and you're like, you know what, she ain't all that bad. But then you start to realize that, what's that thing that Charlemagne says? Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So every person who's a villain, they're a villain for a reason. Like, and sometimes that reasoning that they have for being so like villainous is just like, it's justified. It's like, yo, they were put into this situation, and the only way they can possibly see into getting out of it is to do these ruthless and vile things. And I am enjoying the fact that this kind of stuff is happening, and you know, and I'm a fan of discussions that have they have no weight on the world at all. So that's why, or even debates that matter, that have no weight on the world at all. So that's why, you know, if I'm talking to somebody who's an MCU fan, you know, I'll act like I'm a DC fan and just be like, yo, your shit sucks, just because it has no weight, bro. Like, yo, I don't care. I don't care either ways, but I will do it just because I know that this is not going to, it's not going to affect the world at large. It may affect our relationship, but at that point it's like, yo, I'm just playing. And you know, the way that I joke and I debate, it's always a joke. So you're gonna get it, and you're gonna realize what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So then it's gonna just be like, it's just a way of spending 15 minutes, you know, rather than spending 15 minutes by checking on your car insurance kind of shit with Geico. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
Next up on the docket, we got Suicide Squad review.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of Suicide Squad?
I liked it, man.
I loved it.
You loved it? Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. I liked it. I saw it twice.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Let me calm down. This is what Suicide Squad should have been, in my opinion. The first one should have been like this.
Mm-hmm. I like the renditions of the characters, man. I liked the Polka Dot Man.
I loved Polka
I
Dot
liked
Man.
his whole story about I mean, even that shit was all like turn these people who are villains, and you're realizing that, oh man, they were just dealt a bad fucking deck, man. That, like, his whole situation about
with his
mom, and she tried to make superheroes kind of shit. It's like, yeah, okay, I get why he's a villain, and everybody who he sees is his mom. Like, that whole situation made me fucking laugh. I stopped. I rewinded and stopped just so I could see everybody who was his mom. I'm like, how would they do this? John Cena's character was funny. The shark character was funny. Even Deadshot, I think that's his name.
No, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. His character was fucking hilarious. Yo, it was like everybody was everybody showed up. it was a great movie, man. It was a good movie. Let me just say that.